If you're happy and you know it, it's your meds. Hey lovelies, I just wanted to let you know that I took a shower today before we do our next infusion. Look at me with clean hair. I even blow dried my hair. It didn't do what it was supposed to do, but it never does. So I went to the primary care physician and he did not change my bandage because they don't do that there, and he didn't really know much what to do with it. So, but he did order some labs. So he sent some labs to the infusion center, and I have the appointment with the infusion center later today. Not later today. I have it tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4. But I called the infusion center several times today because I wanted to know if I needed my goddamn bandage changed. Also, you may have noticed in our last video, I disconnected and threw away my connector last time I did my cefazolin. I disconnected it and I threw it away on accident, and then I had to get it out of the trash, clean it, and put it back on there. So it is the medical trash. It's just like the paper towels and the alcohol swabs and the wrappers from the from all the stuff, the saline and the heparin. But we're about to stash again, make sure everything's okay. We have an appointment to get our bandage changed tomorrow and labs done, but for now, this is what she's looking like. Now, I did talk to them about it, and my primary care physician, he poked all around it, and it only really hurts if you poke like above it where the line is, or on that little bruise, which we think is a hematoma, which means it would be normal for there to be blood in there, but I won't know until they change it. It doesn't feel like a clot. Like in my right arm, I had a clot. I don't know if I was really clear about that. I'll have to go back and watch my other videos. My midline had a clot. That's why they had to take out my midline and put in the PICC line, and I was in the hospital for 2 more days, and that's why there weren't any videos. And I know I did a big long silent video. I may put some captions on that. I haven't edited it yet. I may put some captions on that and just kind of talk to you guys that way. But some of these videos are just going to be music because I ain't got it to talk to y'all that much as I love you. But yeah, I ain't got it to talk to y'all that much. So here's what we're doing. Let me tack you up. Let's go wash our hands and do our infusion. Okay, let's wash these hands. Alright, lights. Alright, I'm gonna push this up so we can wash under our watch. I am sorry that the water is louder in the bedroom or in the master bathroom. I know it makes that really loud sound and it might be kind of hard to hear me, but we vibing. Alright, over here. And then the nails. I need to move the nail brush in here. Yeah, I need to move the nail brush in here really bad. Rinsey. Alright. My sink doesn't drain very well. I need to tell maintenance about that. And there's a lot of things I need to tell maintenance about. So as I mentioned, we are moving everything over here. I'm going to use this to grab this because Mr. Sagewind isn't here to do it for me. And, oh good, there's some bodily fluids on this from when I threw away my cap. So we're going to clean our sash mat first. And then I found this little timer for you guys because I don't really think I have the time nor these spoons to make you a little graphic that counts down from 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So, gross. Get all those bodily fluids off. Alright, we're just going to alcohol wipe the whole mat. Yeah, a lot of like extra saline and maybe a little medicine dripped out when I removed that, and that's not good. But you know what? I told everybody I was supposed to tell, so if I die, y'all can sue. Y'all can sue. That's really the only comfort I have right now, is if I die, everybody can sue. So, we got our sash mat. I'm going to Also, alcohol off the top of our timer. And pick up the timer. There's a little back thing. There. There. And we'll turn him up. Is he dead? Great, he's fully dead. I can't even use him right now. Well, you know what? We'll use him next time. But he's colorful and nice. So we're going to need a flush and a heparin. And 1 second while I get my medicine out of the little travel bag I took it to the doctor's office with. Okay, we got our medicine out of the little travel pouch. Sorry for the cutscene. My apartment complex called and decided they had some things to say. And I spoke to them, and I mean, it was the guy that I like, the guy that got us the apartment. He's very nice, and he's very good at his job, but he's not in charge of fixing this right now. Somebody else is, and he just called, and he was like, hey, they're going to be there tomorrow. I don't know why they didn't come on Wednesday, even though we gave you written notice of a 48-hour, you know, thing, and I'm just really stressed about it. And he actually even flat out said, at this point, I would have forwarded your emails to my legal team. I said, I would be happy to speak to your legal team. I would be absolutely happy to. And honestly, we would have a lawyer if it wasn't the fact that every time I try to get a tenant complaint lawyer, they're like, we don't have time for you. And I'm like, okay, cool. Don't take our business. See if I care. I mean, we have MetLife. You can bill MetLife out the ass for just like nothing. But it doesn't matter because MetLife pays for it. It's part of our benefit. So you know what? Bill MetLife all you want, but get my shit solved. Oh, unclamp. Badoo. Oh. Badoo. Okay, we're going to move our clamps because the nurse did say we need to do that. Move the clamps because if you can see right there, that line is pinchy pinched. And we don't want him to stay pinched. And so previously I wasn't moving the clamp up and down. I think that'll be a good spot for it. Previously, I wasn't moving the clamp up and down. I used an alcohol pad just now, right? I know that I did, but there's one right here. I know I just used one. Maybe I grabbed one out of somewhere else. I'll watch that. Because I know I just used one. And can we smell it? Yes, we can. Boop. And then we need to disconnect this. Leave that. Alright, here we go. Next alcohol prep pad. I know I used one right before this, so I'm not going to panic, but I'm slightly panicking because there's one right there. I must have used a different one. It's not like we don't have 100. Excuse me. So, let's see. What is the tea? Lots of things. I mean, I kind of already updated you with the fact that I had a blood clot. All right, here we go. We're going to wait 10 seconds and then do this guy. And we're going to do this guy quick because my phone is dying. I really hope it doesn't die during the video. Alright, there you go. We're just watching for zeros on the video timer. And like I said, for the next infusion, I'll have this little timer over here set up so that you guys can watch. Maybe it'll make it a little bit more palatable. Whoop. I actually think I just did way too much at once, but I was trying to look at it through the camera, and I cannot see it as well through the camera as I can through, like, my eyeballs on top of the camera. So I'm just going to wait an extra 10 seconds, because I think I pushed 2 of them. And then we're going to push another notch. Say hi to Noodle. Noodle! Hi! Did you know that today is Noodle's 6th birthday? Are you 6 today, Noodle? Are you 6? 6-year-old girl. 6-year-old girl. I have no idea how long I've been doing this for. I just kind of got distracted by celebrating the dog's birthday. I wish there was something we could do for her, but we're dead broke. I'm not going to lie. I lost my job in February, and we have had to borrow money from my dad in order to stay afloat. And some other people have helped too, and it's really nice. Gas is insane. Our cheap gas station was $3.77. The cheap gas station. Other gas stations are selling gas for like $4.20, and I'm like, I know we live in the cheap areas, and like it's probably way more expensive than that in other states, but $3.77 for gas? Are you fucking kidding me? I'd rather stay home. Only place I ever go is home in the fucking hospital. I don't know, but gas was pretty bad. And one more notch. So we're doing that. And we got groceries, and we've been staying afloat with help from my dad, which is really nice because I know a lot of people don't have that kind of thing. And if we didn't, we probably would be evicted by now because we would have missed April rent. We would have had no money for it. I actually think they keep sending us emails from the apartment complex like, get rent help this month. And it's like, I think it's called like Isusu or something. But it's the apartment complex uses that service to report to the credit agencies. So they like offer you like, we can help you with a month's rent. And like, that's probably what we would have had to do. And then we would have to pay it off, and we don't have money to pay it off. So I need a job. I need to file for unemployment today. I tried to do it in the hospital, but it was trying to make me do it on my phone. And I really don't want to like type it out on my phone because they make you ask why you lost your job and like what all this other shit is. And quite frankly, if I would type that out on my phone, it's not going to be as good as if I just get on the computer, co-pilot it up, you know. Ew, this is crunchy. Do you see this? What is that shit? That's not good. I don't like that. Let's clean that shit off. I'm gonna ask the nurse about that. What is that? 5 minutes, 56 seconds. Okay. What? What you whiffing about? I'm almost done. I'm almost done. That's a gross noise. That's a gross noise. Wah, 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 wah. Alright, here we go. Flush. Habbo. Okay. Alright. Boop. And twist. And push and pause and push and pause and push and pause. Push and pause and push and pause and push and pause. Whoop. Yeah, one more. One more alcohol pad. What-do? Whoop, 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 gross, gross, gross. Squeaky noise, squeaky noise. Alright, here we go. Back up here. Alright. Good stuff. So, heparin. Squirt. Come on. Squirt. I can see you close. There. Alright, squirt, squirt. There we go. And push and pause and push and pause and push and pause. There's another bubble in there, and that's making me really anxious. Alright. And boom. Alright, we're done with our infusion. We're going to use one of our green caps that we've begged off the hospital in the infusion center because my insurance does not cover the green caps, which drives me nuts. Like, I do dishes and shit, guys. Like, we don't need this thing to fall in a sink of nasty dog food water without a cap on it. So, Medicaid, if you're listening, cover the green caps. There's a reason the hospital uses them. And then we're just going to clean this off again. This is still fucking gross. It's still icky. All this alien isn't coming off of it. I actually probably might use the spray and spray it. Just clean the mat. Clean, clean, clean the mat. All right. There we go. See you guys in 8 hours.